Hello and welcome back. Here with another short piece titled Addiction. Very short, so I'm gonna get straight to it. Addiction. How many times is the last time? You see, that right there isn't a foreign question to us addicts, as we've been trying to answer it for a while now. Beating ourselves up every now and then for the once failed transformation we have always looked forward to. Tired of all the voices in our heads, family members, and friends, all those dear to us, trying to give us a sense of direction. But in actuality, we're more tired of ourselves than everyone else is. In their eyes, we are obviously not right, and we have eventually been titled as liars, serial liars. Huh. We keep on trying though, wishing upon each trial that they understand that change is gradual and doesn't happen overnight. That they will be less judgmental and see how we actually ended up here. And maybe some might realize that they actually pushed us more or keep pushing us more into the ditch with their attempts to help us out. Maybe. Well, we keep wishing still. One day we will stop giving in to addiction and finally be free. Addictions. Well, very short piece. I thought it best to share. I wasn't really feeling it on making another video because on the same topic I had shot another one, I think 2 weeks ago, but I trashed it and I had already called it a year. But I thought it's a very important topic to tackle on and shed more light on, as it's often overlooked and people usually get the wrong idea about it. I mean, we are all fighting an addiction. If not, praise be to God, good for you. And addictions come in several forms, from the obvious and to the so not obvious, from those you can share to publicly and to those you can't disclose anyhow. To those everyone will be like, yeah, I understand, we've all been there. To those like, no, you shouldn't actually be here. So yeah, I thought it best I tried to squeeze it in a small piece. I hope the message is straight and clear and direct, because you know when you're dealing with such things and the people around you, it all seems negative. As much as to them it's positive, they're trying to help you out and this and that. But then the method and approach and the expectations, I think what kills the whole thing, the whole idea, is expectations. Because let's say you're an alcoholic, you're addicted to taking alcohol, or you're a drug addict, and then one day you're like, okay, fine, I'm quitting this, I'm starting all over fresh, and then they expect it to be, an immediate change, like just right there, you have stopped. Next time they see you, it's a whole different story. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way because addictions are actually crazy and they're not straightforward. And they should actually be treated as bigger issues, not just minor, like he's addicted, this has to stop. That's why it's called an addiction. And as I said, you can be addicted to so many things. You can also be addicted to people when it gets worse. Of course, sometimes that may change to a different term, but let's stick to addiction. Yeah? And yeah, I thought it best that maybe as we're shifting into the new year, we get a better picture of what these addictions are and how best we can also try to help people by not putting a big expectancy on them. I mean, trying to get them somewhere where they can easily do that. Because, I mean, on their own or on our own, we're trying. It just happens that it's a hard journey. And it's good if you have people helping you out in that journey. But then it's also good to understand the fundamentals of the addiction, or whatever addiction it may be. Fully understand it and how best you might go with it. Because if you try to tackle it the way our forefathers did, or I don't know, in the past, it won't work out because we're in a different generation, different time. Things are changing, blah 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 blah. Everyone is sensitive, so on and so forth. So yeah, I thought it best on that, and I wish that it's a food for thought. Yeah, it's something you take as food for thought. Obviously, I'm trying to keep this short. It's a whole conversation you can have, but then I don't want to keep going, because if I keep going, I don't stop until someone stops me, and then becomes boring for everyone. From something which is supposed to be interesting, it becomes boring. But the topic is addictions, so also let's be mindful of that. And one thing I would say, also based on experience, especially to those tackling addiction, is to not put a time frame. And like, let's say a streak, yeah, I've been free from this for so weeks, months, blah blah blah. My target is, don't really put a target, because the thing which happens psychologically, I don't know, maybe it's just me or what I've observed, is that the moment you're reaching that target, your mind, I don't know, you're going to reset. Like, let's say your target was 7 days or whatever, and then you see yourself going, and then because all your focus is on those days, you find out that nearing the end, you've broken off and you've gone back to your addiction or whatever it might be. Yeah. So as much as it's good to keep track, like, yeah, I've been sober for 3 years now. Yeah, that's good. But then during the process, it might motivate you. It is motivating. Like, I'm doing it 7 days now, 2 weeks, a month. It's great, but don't put it a focus. Your focus should be hitting. Don't put a target that I'm aiming for 2 months or by the end of the year. Because you know what? You might say, I'm going to be done with this by the end of this year, and you know there's a day left to end the year, a day, and then you'd be like, instead of just quitting completely, now be like, I mean, tomorrow is my last day of the year. I say next year, my target is next year. Starting next year, I'm starting afresh, and then you fall into your addiction and you start over on the last day of the year because your goal is for next year. And then what happens? You start over, and then you can't stop, and then you enter the other year, and you on the loop continuously going. So as much as targets are good, they're motivating. Time frames are good, they're motivating, but don't put all your efforts in that. And if you can, if it's something you need help in, reach out to people who can help you out. Like, keep track, help you out. Then also to those helping, try to be gentle enough. I mean, there's some things which don't need gentleness, but also try to understand that if they reached out to you or if you noticed it, they probably are willing for you to help them. But then the method and the procedure how to go about it is different, and addictions are treated different, and it's different from people to people. Yeah, you can come with your own story. Oh, I conquered addiction in 5 days, a month, a week. It's different from someone else. It doesn't mean just because I did it, you can do it. Yeah, true, but then in actual sense, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, that's all I could deliver today. Now, I hope it was insightful enough. And as we close the year, and one other thing I just realized today is the first anniversary for Adaptation EP dropped last year. If you haven't listened to any of the songs, whatever, if you haven't listened to any of the songs, if you haven't streamed, I don't know if strum is the bestest of stream, but yes, if you haven't listened to the tape, take your time to go listen to it. Give me a review. Tell me the song you like best in the album. I don't know if there's another tape coming soon or singles. Yeah, that's for you and me to find out. But yeah, cheers to Adaptation and cheers to another year of content. Happy New Year, guys. Not Happy New Year as they say, but then end your year with a blast and start your new year with power. See each other next year. I might start season 2 next year, so the next video you see is episode 1 of season 2. Hopefully. Your boy is signing out. Have a good one.